Cape Canaveral is good for kind of eastward launches, Vandenberg for southerly launches, and we figure we need a third launch site that's kind of a commercial launch site. You know, it's not, because Cape Canaveral and Vandenberg are Air Force bases, which is cool, and it's obviously there's an important need for Air Force space launch bases as there is for Air Force airports. But then there's also a need for commercial airports. And just like you wouldn't expect commercial airliners to land at an Air Force base in a normal course of events, it makes sense to have a commercial spaceport. And we need to be able to launch eastward, and we want to be close to the equator. So that basically means the potential states are Virginia through Texas, going south, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico. Because the other thing is we need to stay on U.S. territory, because rocket technology like we're doing is considered an advanced weapons technology. So it's very difficult to export that, if you will, to other countries. And anyway, so those are our options. Right now, Texas is arguably the leading candidate, but we need certain legislation passed that's supportive of space launch. I don't think it's particularly controversial, but one of the things we need, for example, is we need to be able to close the beach when we're doing a launch. And Texas has the Open Beaches Act. It's like, okay, you know, we can't launch if there's someone right next to the rocket, you know, on the beach. So that's, like I said, I don't think it's a particularly controversial thing. It's pretty straightforward. And then we kind of need a little bit of protection for kind of the 1 in 10,000 person case who complains about the thing. Like we had this dude who filed a lawsuit against us for our rocket development site in Central Texas near Waco. He's like not even in the same county. He's in a neighboring county, and he like also thinks like the CIA is listening to his brainwaves. So we need like just a little bit of protection for people like that, so we're not like spending a ton of time in court. So that's basically what we're asking for. It's nothing major, and I think it's likely to move forward. I think if things go well, there'd be a decision this year, and then we'd start construction next year, and probably the first launches would take place from there in 2 to 3 years.